with the obvious continued growth and evolution happening on the supply side, one of the things that's become apparent is that multiple partners and players are kind of becoming duplicative in what they're doing. So really now the agency side is starting to figure out, okay, who are the right partners and working in towards getting the right inventory source and solutions for our advertisers. And what that comes with is this need to consolidate and make sure you're not duplicating your efforts and ultimately betting against yourself out in the marketplace when trying to fulfill programmatic media spends across inventory. So what that leads to is finding the right partners, really where are you getting most of that premium inventory source that you're looking for, and at the same time, who's really abiding by a lot of the things that we're looking for in the supply path optimization, which is efficiency, transparency, and a fraudulent-free environment. And so that generally gives us an opportunity to find where to trim the fat. Which can be a good thing because now you're getting more efficient with your media spend. You're identifying the right partners that you can continue cultivating a relationship with and building this trusted environment towards the ultimate goal, which is finding the right solution for your brands and your partners. But one thing that this could lead to is having the same kind of players rising to the top because they have such a stronghold on both the demand side and the supply side, and ultimately creating a unified ecosystem that almost prices other competitors out of the marketplace, which can get dangerous as it does in a various number of different industries. So it's one thing to look out for as we continue to kind of find the right solutions in a supply path optimization world.
So what does activation mean programmatically at Digitas, and how is that changing?
You know, it's funny, a lot of people look at programmatic as its own channel, right? You have paid search, you have paid social, and people generally talk about those two, and then they'll bring up programmatic. Programmatic isn't a mutually exclusive channel, it's just the methodology of buying what we've become accustomed to in the digital media marketplace, such as display, video, native, and now with more emerging tactics such as digital out-of-home, audio, et cetera. So really activation is finding the most autonomous way to get from point A to point B, whereas in the past we've relied a lot on direct IO relationships. We can now rely on advancements in technology and platforms to get us there at a quicker pace and give a lot of the control back to the brands and the buyers so that we can have those facilitations of all the levers of the dollars and making sure we're getting it to the place we want at the moment in time.
What do the buyers want?
Do we have enough time for that? I don't know. I mean, ultimately their goals when I'm having a conversation with them one-on-one is, we have a specific message, right, that we need to get out there. And ultimately at the end of that message is a goal set by the company, whether it's a lift in your brand recognition, whether it's sales at the end of the day. Ultimately the only way to drive that is to reach the right audience. So programmatic has been a crucial part of that because of the advanced targeting capabilities and our abilities to reach the right audience at the right time. So buyers want to leverage that mostly through programmatic, but at the same time, we need to kind of reevaluate what that definition of programmatic is. Programmatic isn't just find the right audience and activate against the display banner. Those days are kind of behind us. Now it's how can I get in front of a connected TV environment? How can I get in the midst of live streaming opportunities, right? Whether it's a sporting event or an award ceremony. These are things that we've looked at linear for in the past for direct digital IO relationships, but all this can be done programmatically now. So how can we leverage a lot of these in the moment, high impact environments, and at the same time utilize the advanced targeting capabilities to create this kind of new single source of getting to the audience and building on our ultimate goals, whether it's the brand lift or the sales at the end of the day.
And what about optimization in the programmatic scenario? That's a kind of an open question, but what do you think is asked for around optimization? How do you provide that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's twofold, right? There's the macro level and then the micro level. The macro level is like, what sort of relationships and platform partnerships do we need to rely on to ultimately help in the ecosystem of the goal that we just talked about and the endpoint, which is the audience. So optimization really goes to identifying the right partners, both on the buy side and the sell side, right? So what DSPs are going to be able to give us the best first-in-class opportunities to have better opportunities in platform, better user experience, better opportunities to find the right audience, and the ability to activate it across these different mediums: display, video, digital out-of-home, audio, and who has the strongest relationships with the source of inventory that we're going after on the supply side. Again, who are those supply side partners? What are they doing? What are the kind of the emerging technologies that they're offering, offering right now? And what can they bring to us that's unique and almost exclusive compared to others in the marketplace? Those are the type of optimizations that can be done across an agency side, right? And then your obvious optimizations when you're working with a brand within a campaign, how can I make this dollar stretch further? How can I make sure the performance is continually driving better results at the end goal, which is whatever that might be, in an awareness campaign or even some sort of generation of leads and demand. So really there's a ton of things to do, and the job is never done. The optimizations are happening all the time, every day, every minute, whether it's in platform, whether it's just at a high level relationships that you're building and cultivating on.